Hey, I'm live again. I hope I'm live again. I went live at 2 o'clock and nothing happened. And I don't know what's going on. Says I'm live. I hope your folks are there now.
You're not.
I'm not live. What's going on? This is what I've always done. Huh. No, here comes a comment. Yeah, I got him live. Yeah, I don't know what happens. I've done this quite a few times now using my phone. So I went live and I said I was live and I got no chats and nothing going on. Oh yeah, I'm up to 151 people, 6 thumbs up. So people are up there. I'm not. There for a while. I was really a lunatic in the desert, talking to myself all alone. And I kind of always am doing that, but boy, that was spooky. Have I really truly lost it here? Well, hi, folks. We are live, apparently, because you're out there and I'm here, and that's all. That's all that counts is that we're all there. I'm looking into the sun. I'm going to have to stop that. I can't see. You can see I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and actually, I'm not really out in the middle of the nowhere. I am just outside of Zion National Park. I'm within about 20 miles. You know, the park's big, and there's no camping real close. So I got to park pretty far out. And as you can see, I'm in out on BLM land, 14-day free, and I'm using my Verizon internet to talk to you. So I got a great signal. If we lose it or if it looks bad, I apologize. But from what I'm seeing, I tried a practice run yesterday with it. It seemed like a really good signal. I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to show you around where I am so you'll know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the front camera. The front cameras are a little better. So I'm going to flip the camera and I'll just show you around and talk into the screen. Okay, how about that? There we go. So right over there is the little town of Hurricane, Utah, below that hill. And on the other side of it is St. George, which is the entrance into Zion National Park off of Interstate 15. And actually, that mountain ridge in the horizon, I-15 is directly below it. That's all national forest over there. I've camped there a lot. And here you can see there's a bunch of little white dots below us. That's people camping. And by night, I think there will be a lot more people come in for the day. And you can just see this is just beautiful, typical. Cody's out there running around. You see him? I'll try and put him in the middle. You can just see him running around out in the a lot of ephedra here, Mormon tea, and creosote. So you can see this is just typical, really beautiful Utah scenery. I mean, this is just typical. Everywhere you go in Utah, you see stuff like this. And those mountains that are directly, can I zoom in? Do I know how to do that? I do know how to do that. Those mountains that's actually Zion. That's the entrance. That is the entrance face up into the Zion Valley. That's how close we are. And that peak is that little white peak that's kind of over there. Oh no, I don't think I've come to it yet. Oh yeah, it is. That's it. No, that's a different one. Sorry. Where's that white peak? I think that's it. It's almost exactly in the middle of the picture now. That's one of the main mountains in the valley. So that's the actual valley over there. And so that's Zion. And coming up here is a little community, and that is the town of Virgin. That's all the mountains behind it. That's all Zion, the entrance into Zion, the valley. Little tiny town of Virgin, who knows, a couple hundred people. And it sits on the Virgin River. The Virgin River formed all of this, formed Zion. And you go and look at it, it's not a very impressive river, but because it's all dammed up. And so that's where we are. We are at just outside of Zion National Park. I stayed out here to do this live today. Tomorrow I'll go in. Zion is, let me turn you around so you can see me. There I am. And so tomorrow I will go in and to Zion. I haven't been in yet this trip. And so this is one of my favorite places in the world. I just love Zion so much. And this is actually one of the very best times to come to Zion is here in November because it's so busy. It is a busy, come back here. All right, come back over here. I'm over here. See me? It is one of the busiest national parks. one of the most beautiful national parks, that's for sure. And so that you can only go in on a shuttle bus through the summer. Well, on November 1st, the shuttle bus keeps running, the system runs, but you can drive your car in. So I always try to wait until November to go in, and you can't see it from here, but there are already the rivers, and again, we're on the Virgin River that created this, has a bunch of big cottonwoods, beautiful cottonwoods, and cottonwoods turn really pretty yellow in the fall, and I've seen a bunch of them turning. I'm looking forward to getting into Zion, because what happens is Zion will turn it's on a river, on the Virgin River, and lots of trees, lots of really big trees in Zion, in the valley, and they'll all be yellow, beautiful yellow colors, and it gets the beautiful red rock. Zion is just really a spectacular red rock thing. I just really enjoy Zion a lot. Now, let me get settled in here. All right, there we go. I don't get quite so much into this here. So today we're going to do announcements, and then I'll do questions. Let me see, do we have any questions? I'll talk to a few of you coming. Hi, Terry Soto. Hello, Bob, coming from San Bernardino, California. Glad you have a beautiful dad. Okay. Jessica, above that, Jessica Skoke, hello from Spokane, Washington. Thanks for your informative videos. My great pleasure. No lease. What the fuck? I don't know what that means. Hi, Cody. Cody's around here somewhere. I guess I should call him over so you can see Cody. What's a video, any video of mine without Cody in it, huh? I think I'm jumping into a conversation here. Love this area. Mike Cook, Terrell, Texas. Are there rattlesnakes there? I'm sure there are. It's warm. It's not hot. The heat is gone. That's another reason I like to come to Utah in November. The fall color's out and it's much cooler. The nights are actually cool. I'm adding extra blankets. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night a little cool. Almost put on a sweatshirt, but thought I was okay, and I just went back to sleep. Yeah, it's and you know, that's the big thing with rattlesnakes. Everyone's terrified of rattlesnakes. There are like 5 rattlesnake deaths a year in the United States from snakes. It's just a non-existent issue. It's such a minor risk and we live in terror of rattlesnakes. They're real. They're out here. I've run into I've been in the desert now for 10 years, all winter, and in that time I've seen half a dozen rattlesnakes. Some that were close enough to strike. I happened to walk up on them and they didn't give me enough warning. Usually they do, but I just happened to walk up on these and startle them. And they're not active in the winter, so I make it a point to be in the desert in the winter when they're not active. It's too cold. They're cold-blooded things. When it's cold, they go underground and just, I don't know if they hibernate as such, but they go underground and you don't see them. So no, I'm not afraid of rattlesnakes at all. You shouldn't be, folks. Just don't be afraid of rattlesnakes. Use common sense. I have a video on veterinarian for mobile travelers, and he'll tell you all about rattlesnakes. There's a rattlesnake vaccine. There's a rattlesnake adversity training. That's the thing I think I'd recommend to you the most, is rattlesnake adversity training. It's like $65. They have rattlesnakes that they've removed all the venom. They put them out in a yard, and your dog gets in with them and with other dogs. And if the dog approaches the rattlesnake, they zap them with a collar. And the dog quickly learns, I don't want anything to do with rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes are bad. And I've never heard of anyone who didn't have really good success with rattlesnake adversity training. It's like $60. You can get it across the desert Southwest. So a rattlesnake vaccine, which will prevent the death. You'll still have to see a vet. The rattlesnake stuff is unhealthy for them, but they won't die. So you take those 2 steps, rattlesnakes won't be a problem for your dogs. It's highly unlikely that they would ever be a risk to you. If you ever got bit, which is extremely unlikely, it's a rare case where you die. They're just not that in the western states. They're just not that bad. It's massively exaggerated. We're going to actually talk about that a little bit more. Okay, I'm just wandering on and on. So I guess that was a rattlesnake question. It is gorgeous here, isn't it? My goodness, it's a beautiful place. I just love Utah. We've been down. I've been down in Pahrump with all my co-workers working on HOWA, the setting up the nonprofit. That's we've had training and we had board of meetings. We putting together the board of trustees. We had board of trustees training. We had staff training. We have an expert who's teaching us all the ins and outs of 401ks and how to stay correct and safe. And so we've been doing that, and I'm finally free. So I came right up to Zion. That's the most beautiful place nearby. I'll just tell you that I'm going up to Oregon for Thanksgiving. I will leave. My son's coming down from Alaska. My son still lives in Alaska. He's coming down from Alaska early. He gets there on the 10th, so I'll leave here in the next few days, go to Oregon, spend Thanksgiving with my mom and my sister, and then come back to Arizona after that. So that's my plan, immediate plans. This is just a stop along the way. KC is taking that time off. Come on, where do you keep doing that? Stay over here. I don't know. What am I doing wrong? How about if I do this? No, that's not it either. Oh, maybe that's better. So KC's taking all this time off. She'll have a couple of weeks off, and I won't see her. She's not here. She's my brain power. I don't know what I'm going to do without KC. I'm going to be lost. Look at you. You get a nice view there at the top of my head. I'm messing with my... that's not going to work. Okay. Sorry, I'm messing with my monopod. I have the gimbal on a monopod, so I'm moving it around. I'm looking right into the sun. Okay, announcements. Oh, I blew it on and on, don't I? All right, announcements coming right up. Let's see, who else can I talk to? Let's get out of the sun so I'm not looking into the sun. So beautiful. Yes, it is. Are there any rattlesnakes there? I got that one. Oh, I hope you guys are still there. I fear scorpions more. I'm more concerned with skunks. I have never had a dangerous run-in with scorpions in any way. There are no skunks here. Walmart, yeah. We're gonna talk about Walmart here in a minute. Is your dog a female? No, he's a male. Oh my God, Bob, you are so funny. I'm just so weird. You know, you live alone as much as I do. You're gonna get weird. The animal's not out to get humans. They aren't. They want to stay away from us as much as we want to stay away from them. Wind noise. There's no wind here. How can there be wind noise? 900 watching Bob. Hi, Bob from San Diego. Brian's World and Mechanics. You've been stung by a scorpion. You didn't die. They're really not very dangerous. I think being in the city, well, again, I only go to the desert in the winter when they're not active. They're not active in the winter because it's too cold. You leave when it gets hot and they stop being an issue almost entirely. How can there be wind? There's not a wind blowing here. How strange. And I didn't come prepared because I don't feel a wind. Can I get away from it? I can feel barely a breeze. Is that any better? Wind noises. No wind. I don't understand that at all. Okay, let's talk about announcements. I got my notes, of course. I can't do anything without notes. The old brain doesn't work like it used to. The caravans are going. I promised them, and they're here. We have 2 caravans running right now. One is in Anza Borrego State Park, which is in California. They start in California. Their next stop. There is a schedule. You can learn all about the caravans on my website. My website is cheaprvliving.com/caravans. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Everyone here can do that. If you got on YouTube to watch this, you can go to my website, cheaprvliving.com/caravans. Go there. There's a schedule. Now there is a wind. That's probably going to get you. Either windy or bad mic plug. No mic in it. Just the... I tell you what, I will go over, since it won't be as pretty, but I will go over behind the van, and that should eliminate the noise. I'm going to turn you around so you're looking forward while I walk over to the van, and I'll hide behind the van. Hiding behind the van should eliminate the wind noise. We'll just see how that works. Oh, that's always the solution, is to get behind the van. Okay, and then we'll turn you... we will turn you back around. Okay, I am back over behind the van. And my up too high. Drop that down a little. How's that? That's okay. I'll be a bit in the sun. Oh no, there I'll be in the sun. Is that better? Am I try and get in here under out of the wind? That should work. Let me know if the wind is better. Wind stopped. Oh no, I still feel it. It's coming in from the side. The way you ever want to know about wind is if there's any dirt, kick some dirt. I think I should be basically out. I know what I'll do. I'll open the door. I open the door and standing in halfway in the door, and that should. Oh, now I'm in the shade. Oh, shade of the door. Okay, I'll stop. Hopefully that will solve the wind problem. Yeah, let me just address Walmart. It's in the title. There's a lot of YouTubers doing fear mongering about Walmart and clickbait. Is Walmart going away? The big question. And then 100,000, 200,000 people go watch their YouTube videos. It's not true. Nothing's changing. There are no changes whatsoever with Walmart. There's nothing to be afraid of. And people are writing me, oh, Bob, they're all saying Walmart's going away. We're not going to build a camp at Walmart. It's not true. It's not true. Don't listen to them. My suggestion is if people clickbait you or fearmonger you with that stuff, don't go to their channel anymore. That's just not right. I don't fearmonger at all. The criticism that I get, and I think is a valid criticism, and I'm trying to work on it, is that I make it sound too easy. And there's some real validity to that criticism. I do accept that. But this thing of the end of the world constantly, so you'll watch my video, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I'm not going to scare you to get you to watch my videos. That's just, I don't do that. I read a comment that I would like to comment on, but I do have moderators, so hopefully all those will get deleted real quick. So there's nothing to fear about Walmart. Nothing has changed. If you go to Walmart's corporate website, walmart.com, and then you have to go to company because, of course, you're going to go to the store, the online store. But if you go to company and search on frequently asked questions, the third most frequently asked question is, can I park in my RV overnight at Walmart? And the Walmart answer is yes. Some local stores have said you can't, but Amazon corporate policy has not changed. You're welcome to park at Walmart unless an individual store has ruled against it. Lots of reasons why they do that. Mostly it's their lease. They don't own most of their land. They lease them. The leaseholder won't let them. The city passes an ordinance, so they can't do it. They've had problems with bad RVers. Bad RVers are our problem. And that's always true. There's a tiny percentage, I think it's like 5 or 10% of RVers, of every single group of humans you get together. They lack common sense. They lack common courtesy. They lack decency, common decency. I don't know what's the matter with that 5 or 10%, but they're everywhere. In every group, in every organization, you'll find 5 or 10%, and they become trolls. They go to YouTube and become trolls. And all you trolls will write in and say, oh, you're horrible, because you lack common sense and common decency. And that's not my fault. I didn't make you that way. I don't know what made you that way. Probably just born that way, just born bad, just born wrong. I don't know why. But I do believe you could change. I believe every single one of you could change and not be a troll and not be the guy at Walmart that dumps his tanks. And you trolls are all those kinds of people. You could do that, but you just choose not to. You like the attention of being a troll and making the mess at Walmart and being the bad guy. So yeah, there's a problem with that. There are stores going to be closing. There will probably be more stores closing because there are more and more trolls, more and more bad guys. But no, there's no issue with Walmart corporate policy. Anybody that tells you otherwise is just fear-mongering and using you to get money. That's the kind of things you should boycott. Don't do it. Just don't go to their channel. If they're going to fear-monger you and clickbait you, just don't support them. Okay, we're going to do announcements. The first one is the caravans. The caravans are running. Let's see. Can we give you a pretty picture behind us? That's pretty. Can I make that go up a bit? A little bit. Oops. Too much. I think that'll work. Oops. Now it's too low. Now I dropped my notes, and now I'm just a total mess. See, now this would be happening if KC were here, because she's the brain power of the outfit. What do you do when the brains of the outfit are gone? So the caravans are going. Go to cheaprvliving.com/caravans. You'll find the routes. You'll find the times. All that stuff is there. So go there and find it. I'll just give you a quick rundown. Right now, they're in Anza-Borrego and Ehrenberg. We have two. They're both about. Okay, that's too high. Okay, how's that? Too high, too low. Oh. Too high, too low. So they've both had about 20 and 25, between 20 and 30 people each. So that's a perfect size group, very comfortable. If you're heading out now and you want to be in a group of RVers, be a group of nomads, go there. The schedule is in cheaprvliving.com/caravans. There's a schedule. You know exactly where they are. You can go there now and meet them and have friends. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to be afraid. You can go there and learn. That's the whole point of the caravans. So go there. You can still hear it. Boy, I'm just really amazed because I'm tucked into the van. Can I turn? Oh, there's Cody. Can you see Cody? What are you looking like you're getting kicked for? Cody's in the van having a drink, and I'm in the door. The camera's in the door. I don't know how it's getting wind. Very odd. So go there. The caravans are running and going for you. And if you are just heading out anytime for the RTR, if you're heading out for Jamie's van build, afterwards, you need to know where to go. Go to the caravans. That's what they're there for. They're for people to know where to go. Let me remind you again about the RTR. The dates are set for it and the women's RTR, WRTR. And the dates are for the women's RTR are January 4th through 8th. The RTR is the 9th through the 20th. And I've been not telling you the location all this time. Well, there's a good reason I haven't been telling you, because I just heard from the BLM that we can't have the location that we had planned on using because there is a natural gas line there and they're afraid that the heavy traffic will damage it. So we're going to be in somewhere else, and I don't know where else that will be. I promise you I will let you know before the RTR. They will have to let me know, and then I'll let you know. It won't be an issue. I don't know where it's going to be, but we'll find out and we'll be ready. It will work really well. Nothing has changed. And that's why I did not make announcements about where it would be, because there was always a potential for them to change their minds. We're kind of at their mercy. And so, but the RTR is set. Please come, everyone. It'll be a big group, but it's going to be a huge area. They're all huge areas. It's a huge desert, and you can stay as far out as you want.